With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. Now, over the course of the past 2 months, YouTube has been embroiled in the biggest controversy I think it's ever really encountered. PewDiePie and the Wall Street Journal and the Adpocalypse, those were events that were, kind of Venn diagrammed together to an extent. But this one is wholly different, and this one was wholly unexpected. Logan Paul being out in the Japanese suicide forest, and that video, whatever you want to take, real, fake, it's fake, whatever, it happened. And there's been repercussions, and YouTube is doing everything it can to shine the spotlight directly on him, their #1 poster boy, their fastest growing channel ever, the guy who they will let do anything. Even now, they're letting him come back even after they demonetize his content. But they've got restrictions. So let's find out what those things are here. So YouTube outlines how Logan Paul's channel will be handled going forward. Now, this is a case study. This is why I want to talk about this. In terms of YouTube and how YouTube has responded to everything, I definitely want there to be a kind of a case study put in place so then they know how to react. And having it be with the top dude makes a lot of sense, and I'm 100% on board with that one. So it still says that a 90-day probation is still in effect. Logan Paul's YouTube channel is getting advertising again, but his probation isn't entirely over. A YouTube representative told Polygon that Paul is rejoining YouTube's monetization program, but he's still ineligible from receiving Google preferred ads, the premium ad platform reserved for top creators. Paul had been suspended from YouTube's normal ad platform for just over 2 weeks following a series of offensive and crass videos. YouTube has also canceled Paul's YouTube Red series, removed him from the platform's trending tab, stopped recommending his videos, and removed his content from the front page since then. I mean, if you want to talk about YouTube essentially not deplatforming, because they're not deplatforming, but essentially kind of unpersoning somebody, this is where you get to Logan Paul, right? This is where you get to the situation involving him. You look at this here. They canceled his YouTube Red series, but they've also said that they're open to working with him again. So clearly that's not going to be a long-term thing. They removed him from the trending tab, which makes sense based upon how their algorithm works. They stopped recommending his videos, and they removed all of his content from the front page. So think about that. I mean, he's being absolutely unpersoned on YouTube because they are deathly afraid of another adpocalypse, because I don't think they can survive it. I don't. I think if another adpocalypse hit and Amazon stepped up, which Amazon is already trying to do with some of their video on demand stuff, that would take away, that would absolutely destroy what they're up to, what they're trying to accomplish here. Now, YouTube representative said Paul and those on his team had reviewed the company's community guidelines and advertiser-friendly guidelines, acknowledging they understand what is allowed on the site and what is required to ensure monetization. Oh, I'm sure they understand, but they're going to make mistakes again because they've screwed up so much in the last couple of weeks. Unless this is the story of a child pushing the boundaries of the parent, which again, that could entirely be the case too. Now, Paul isn't out of the doghouse completely despite ads returning to his channel. A 90-day probation period is still in place that ensures his videos are not eligible to appear in the trending category. The probation means that Paul's videos won't be sent out to non-subscribers in notifications of recent videos uploaded to the site. The thing is, though, why was that happening in the first place? Right? No, why was it that people, and this does show you the inherent bias that YouTube has towards Logan Paul, but why was it that the people who aren't subscribed to this dude were getting notifications about new videos? Why the hell did that happen? But yet my audience can barely get notified that that I got content coming out, right? Like, my audience generally knows when I post content or when I stream, which is awesome. But at the same time, people who click the bell don't get that notification. But people who aren't even subscribed to Logan Paul get that notification. I mean, this is seriously a case of them just, really rolling up behind Logan and stroking him with one hand and then just kind of cleaning his cornhole with the other. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. They are just really into analingus. While the rest of us get screwed, they're back there tonguing that hole, making sure it is nice and clean. This video will not be monetized. Patreon.com/MundaneMatt. Anyway, so Paul has been the subject of intense criticism since his return to YouTube. On December 31st, he posted a video of Japan's Aokigahara Forest, which is nicknamed the Suicide Forest. The video showed the body of someone who had taken their own life. It was met with immediate condemnation. Paul then took a 3-week break to film a mini documentary about suicide awareness prevention before returning to his vlogging cycle. So he got busted for a video that, I'm sorry, is still fake. And then it's like, oh no, I'm gonna make myself do good, do some community service. And I will say the video was good. That that return video, that little mini documentary was well put together. But that's what you can do when you're someone like Logan Paul, who has got a team of people working with him, right? That are editing, that are setting the scenes, that are doing everything. This is where Logan Paul is quite frankly, I don't even know if I'd want to call him a YouTuber, right? This dude is a product. He is a straight product. Like, you look at my channel and other people like me, and you know we are doing this by ourselves, right? We're doing this 100% by ourselves. And then the further up you get, if you are able to do it, you can hire on some help. And that would still, I think, be in the realm of what YouTube is. But when you are so big that you've got an assistant, you've got an editor, you got a sound guy, a graphics guy, a marketing team, a PR team, a manager, an agent, you kind of cease to be part, I think, of the overall realm of what YouTube is. And at this point, you're just an entertainer. You're just a top tier YouTuber, which might make you a C-list celebrity or something like that. But that's basically what you become. So that's how it is. And then his return wrought even more questionable content, including using a taser on 2 dead rats and performing CPR on his dead koi fish. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki said that despite Paul's crude actions, he didn't deserve to be banned from the platform. And this is where we're going to kind of run into that scenario, as I mentioned before, where there's like the change.org petition to delete his channel, and then you had her coming out and saying like, no, he doesn't deserve to be deplatformed, which is true. So instead of deplatforming him, and this again is something that every single YouTuber should take notice of, because this can happen to you too. If it happened to him, that can trickle downhill, all right? Trickle down Loganomics is a term I'm going to coin, but I really think it's horrible. But in this particular case, they pulled him from trending. They pulled him from recommended. They demonetized his channel. He can't get back on Google Preferred. This dude is flat out just unpersoned on YouTube, which won't really impact him. The guy's got like 17 million subscribers, so, you know, cry me a river. But the point is that this is what they're going to do. So it says here, he hasn't done anything that would cause those 3 strikes. Wojcicki said, we can't just be pulling people off our platform. They need to violate a policy. We need to have consistent rules. Yes, consistency and YouTube are 2 things that go well together. I can't say that with a straight face. That hasn't stopped Paul from vlogging, though. He's gearing up to launch his new podcast, Impulsive, and just announced he'll be fighting popular British YouTuber KSI in a boxing match later this year. Here's the thing with that boxing match situation. That's a good move. That's an awesome move. Right now, we're living in an age, at least in a certain subsect of YouTube, where you've got internet blood sports, right? Well, let's get together across a web and let's talk about stuff in a really mean fashion. These dudes are literally engaging in actual blood sports, right? KSI boxing other YouTubers. Sorry, that's going to end up taking over. That's going to end up becoming the thing, right? Like that, again, it's a stupid thing. It's going to be a short-lived thing, but that is ultimately smart, because KSI versus the other dude that he fought, I forget that guy's name, when they streamed it on their channels, they had tons of people watching it. When the VOD was up, they had tons of people watching it, millions of people combined between the two. So Logan Paul versus KSI is going to bring in a buttload of viewers, which means a buttload of money. And if it's a live stream, oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's a buttload of super chat. It's a buttload of super chat money coming into Logan Paul. All this is a PR thing, but it's a brilliant PR move, because that's ultimately where things are going these days. And you know what? People want their blood, or I should say, people want their pound of flesh, and they'll get it any way that they can, even if it means beating the shit out of each other in front of your viewers, who are impressionable teens, for money.